guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just want to start off by saying sorry if you guys can hear the rain outside. I feel like it's picked up quite a bit now, but it's quite like soothing in a way. As you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be quite a juicy wedding video in my series, and that is our wedding budget. So this is going to be exact figures of how much we spent essentially on our wedding. I just want to start off this video by saying that I am not making this video to brag and say look at how much I've been able to spend on my wedding, because if you guys have been on my channel for a while, then you guys will know how hard it has been on Phil and I to be able to save for this wedding. It has taken a lot of sacrifice, and I definitely don't want to sugarcoat how hard it has been to save. If you guys are planning your own wedding and you are struggling with budgeting, I have made a separate budgeting tips and tricks video, so I will leave that down below and in the eye for you guys as well. It's kind of specifically targeted towards weddings and not like budgeting in general, because I feel like I'm not quite there yet. I really wanted to share with you guys exactly how much we spent, so that if you are planning your wedding and you feel overwhelmed about how much things are, or you just want to hear from another bride about how much she spent, then that's why I want to make this video. Also, just if you are engaged or if you are thinking about getting engaged, that you kind of know how much things are kind of looking at. I've written everything down in my planner. This is my wedding planner, which is from Kmart. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. Sorry if you can hear that chainsaw in the background, it's literally just started up. So I thought I would also include costs for our engagement party. So our engagement party was back in 2019. I vlogged like the whole process of planning it and the actual engagement party, and then a little bit after, like the pack up and whatever. I will leave that playlist down below and in the eye for you guys as well, but I'm not actually going to include it in like the total amount, but just so that if you want to know roughly like how much we spent on our engagement party, then this will give you a good gauge. So we'll start off with our site fee. So our site fee for our engagement party was $0 essentially, because we used our church from back home, so they let us use it for free. So that was a big cost that we saved. Decor, we wanted to spend up to $100. Phil's mum did give us $100 towards decor, so altogether we just spent $110 on decor. So we kept it very minimal and very basic with decor. The catering and the drinks, we're estimating around $400 for the food and then $150 for our bar. We actually only spent $350 on our catering and our bar, or like our drinks, whatever. We didn't have alcohol for our engagement party, it was just punch, so we saved money there. And then my boss at the time, I worked in hospitality, and she did the catering for our engagement party, and she actually gave me $100 off as a wedding present to Phil and I. So that was really, really cool. So excluding baking costs and including the $100 from Phil's mum, for our engagement party we spent $510. So now we'll move on to the actual wedding. So our ceremony, so our site fee was $350. So this is just for our church. By the way, if you guys want to know who our specific vendors were, I will leave my wedding vendors video down below and in the eye, because I did a whole separate video on like the actual specific vendors that we used and everything. Our decor, which was excluding flowers, frames and printing, so basically this decor included an easel, bubbles and a chalkboard sign and like little reserved seating signs. We spent nothing on decor for our ceremony. The easel my friend Cameron paid for. The bubbles my mum brought, so we did little like a little bubble send off as Phil and I walked back down the aisle, and that was courtesy of my mum. Obviously doesn't include the flowers, the frames and the printing, because that's included in another payment. And then the chalkboard sign we just reused from the engagement party, which was like $5 from Kmart. So then again, the marriage officiant fee was $0 because we used our pastor from back home. The marriage license cost us 150 New Zealand dollars, which is pretty substandard. You can't really get that any cheaper than that. So altogether for our ceremony we spent $505, I believe. Oh yeah, I counted the $5 for the chalkboard sign. Our reception, question. So our site fee, so I've done this as like our marquee. So originally our marquee, we got quoted with everything included for $11,495.42. So that included 2 tents, flooring, lighting, tables, chairs, fire pit and a dance floor, and then obviously pack up, setup and delivery. So then we got a new quote because that was just way too expensive for the 2 tents, matting, lighting, and then the pack up, setup and travel, and that was $8,485.03. So we actually ended up just going down to 1 tent with matting, flooring, setup, pack up and travel costs, and that cost us $5,742.07. Our catering was exactly what we had estimated it would be. So we had catering that was $79 per head, and we had just over 60 people coming to our wedding, and that included Phil and I and our videographer and our photographer. Our catering for canapes, mains and dessert came to $4,869. Our wedding cake, our budget that we wanted to spend was $500, and our wedding cake came to $490. So our wedding cake was something that we valued. So our decor hire, so this is including tablecloths and the easels. So we hired tables, chairs, a couple of bar leaners, tablecloths, cutlery. So the easel estimated $24, and then we estimated $1,000 for our decor hire. So the easel was $12, which Cameron actually ended up paying for, so he paid for both of them. And then our decor fee came down to $978.56. I realized I skipped the bar, so I'll go back to the bar. So bar slash beverages, we had budgeted for $703. So at our wedding we did have alcohol. So alcohol we ended up spending $507.81, and we spent $157.32 on non-alcoholic drinks. So that's like punch and water. So altogether for our bar, including alcohol and non-alcohol, we spent $665.13. So our lighting was obviously included in our marquee fee. So the decorations DIY, and including the kids colouring and the cake table, this is excluding the decor that we reused from the engagement party. Estimated cost was $350. My mum paid for the gold ribbon that went around the napkins, which I realized I skipped as well, so I have to go back to that. We spent $436. So that's on like everything that I thrifted and everything that I bought from Kmart essentially. So I'll go back to the napkins. So the napkins I estimated as $100, 50 packs of 2-pack napkins from Kmart at $2 each, and of course they came to $100. Signage, so this is the table numbers, the pamphlets, it includes our welcome signs for both the ceremony and the reception. It includes our highlighting your favorite Bible verse, advice card sign. So our estimate was $100 and we spent $58. Dance lessons we estimated at $60, but then we actually ran out of time, so we didn't actually have dance lessons, which is kind of something I wanted to do, but just we got too close with the end of the wedding, so it just didn't happen. And then I've written crockery, glasses and kids cups. We bought plates from Kmart, glasses from Kmart and kids cups from Kmart. Estimated $200 and we spent $170 for that one there. Our bathrooms for our reception, so we estimated $850 for hiring bathrooms, because obviously our marquee didn't come with bathrooms, that was going to be a separate thing, and we ended up spending $1,058 on bathrooms. Hopefully I'm in kind of the same position. My battery just died, so I just changed over to my other one. So then our little bathroom emergencies kit that we put in the bathrooms, I estimated it costing $30, but it was actually double that and it cost us $60 to prepare. So again, not really a crazy cost. and then our candy bar, so our lollies and our decor. So we did a candy bar instead of doing wedding favors, which I actually really enjoyed and it looked really cool at the wedding. We estimated $150 for that, but it actually only cost us $73.50. So I believe if I have added this all up correctly, then altogether on our reception as a whole, we spent $15,065.38. Now, our photography and our videography. So with our photography, that included 500 to 900 photos. So we estimated it at $3,950, but we actually only spent $3,650. So photography and videography was again something that we valued, so we really wanted to spend a lot of money there. The videographer, we got obviously a wedding video, and then we also get separate chapters of all of like the wedding footage essentially, which is really great. So we estimated that it would be $3,500, and that's exactly how much it was. So altogether on photography and videography, we spent $7,150. Music. So we didn't have a band play at our reception. We just had a Spotify playlist, and we used that at the ceremony and the reception. So actually didn't spend anything on music for the wedding, which was great. And then transport. So again, we just had a friend from church drive us in his car. So again, we didn't actually spend anything on transport. He didn't ask for any petrol costs. He put the ribbon on the car himself. We didn't have to pay him for that. So music and transport were areas that we saved money in because we literally spent nothing on. Stationery. So I've put prep for the wedding, which is like the binders and the planners. I estimated $20 for that, and we spent $10. Now the wedding invites and like RSVPs and registry cards I didn't include in signage, so I've put this separately. We estimated $200 for that. So our invites cost us $140 to like print, and then we spent $39.70 in postage. So that was for anyone who didn't live in Hawke's Bay or Auckland, and also for the Australian people. So altogether on our invites, we spent $179.70. Now calligraphy artist, we didn't have anyone. Obviously we just had Hannah, so we didn't end up spending any money there. Our guest book and our wishing well, we had an estimate of $100. Our guest book I found in the op shop for $4, and then our wishing well I found on Facebook Marketplace for $27. So we only spent $31 in that area. And then our menus, so our menus we estimated as $150, and then to print it out it only cost us $95. The seating chart and then like the ceremony pamphlets and the welcome signs, whatever, I have already included in the signage cost in the reception. I'll let you guys know specifics anyways. So seating chart we had estimated at $150, but it only cost us $8 to print out. We didn't do favors, even though we'd estimated $65 for that. And then the ceremony pamphlets we estimated at $150, but it only cost us $7. Welcome signs, both of them, we estimated at $20. The ceremony sign cost $20 to print out, and the reception one cost $17. And then the highlighting your favorite Bible verse sign and the guest book sign we estimated at $20. Highlighting your favorite Bible verse was $20 included with the ceremony one, so that was just like one price for those two. Vice cards, just $1 from Warehouse Stationery. So then we also have our wedding envelopes. So we estimated $150 for those, but that only actually cost us $94. And then any pens and stickers, so like pens for writing on the invites for the guest books, any stickers to seal the envelopes, all that good stuff. That didn't include the stickers for the candy bar, that was in the decor price. We estimated $10, but we actually spent $25. So altogether, again, if I've added this up correctly, we spent $434.70 on stationery. I'm not going to include thank yous in here yet because we haven't actually sent them yet, nor am I going to include dry cleaning my dress because I still haven't done that yet. Flowers, so all up for any site flowers, the little boys' boutonnieres, my bouquet and my bridesmaid's bouquet, we wanted to spend $1,500. Again, Phil's auntie was doing our flowers, and she only charged us $950 for flowers. She also took $200 off, as we gave pretty much all of the flowers back after the wedding for her to reuse. So just for flowers reference, I had my bouquet, 3 of my bridesmaids had a bouquet. The boys, there were 3 groomsmen and Phil, they all had little flowers here, and then we had 2 flower arrangements at our ceremony, and then we had, I think it was like 2 long displays for our reception. So all of that cost us $950, which is fantastic. Now we go on to attire. So my wedding dress, so including my $60 try-on fee, my estimate budget was $1,700 to $1,800. Now with my dress including the $60 try-on fee, I spent $2,395, and that was after they took $200 off because I bought off the rack. My veil, I estimated at $100, but my veil was actually complimentary, so it was free from Astra Bridal because I spent more on my dress than what I wanted to spend. Jewelry, my estimate was $150 and I ended up spending $100, so this is just for me personally. My wedding night lingerie, I estimated at $50, but I actually spent $97. My wedding shoes, I estimated $50, but again I got 2 pairs, so one pair was $40. Other pair was $260 plus the little grips, which were $10.90. So altogether I spent way more on my shoes than what I had planned, and I spent $310.90. Quite a lot, but that's because I decided to get the second pair that were more flat, and I'm really glad that I did. Phil's suit and the boys' suits we estimated at $600, but we ended up spending $950. The groom's shoes, so the groomsmen paid for their shoes separately, so that was kind of their thing that they had to pay for because we paid for their suits. So we estimated at $260 for Phil, but Phil's shoes were $130. Now wedding rings, we estimated they would cost around $2,700 for mine and Phil's, but Phil's ring only cost $352 and mine was $700. So altogether we spent $1,052 on rings, so we ended up saving a cost in that as well. And then my bridal robe and slippers for my wedding morning I estimated at $20, and then my slippers were $7 from Kmart and my robe was $4 from an op shop, so I only spent $11. My bridesmaids jewelry I estimated at $60, but I actually spent $105, so a little bit more than what I wanted to spend, and then that includes $20 shipping as well, and then $18 as well on the clip that we didn't end up using because my younger sister pulled out of being a bridesmaid. So wedding dress alterations I estimated $140, but they ended up costing $161. And then my dress swatches that I ordered online from JJ's house I estimated $30, but they were only $15. So altogether, again, if I've added this up right on attire, we spent $6,069.50. So now we move on to beauty. So my hair was $110 plus travel fee was our estimate, and it was a $65 travel fee and $210 to get my hair done. So altogether it cost $275, which is the most expensive hair up I will ever pay for in my life. And then my makeup estimated at $110, and that's exactly how much we paid for it. My bridesmaids hair I estimated at $405, but we actually only spent $330. The bridesmaids makeup was estimated at $330, but then the girls actually ended up paying for theirs, and then my mum paid for hers, and then Phil's mum paid for hers. Nails for me and my 3 bridesmaids we estimated at $172, and that's exactly how much they were. My perfume, so my wedding day perfume I estimated at $197, but it was actually $194.90, and then also it cost me $100 to get my hair colored just to get it refreshed for the wedding. So altogether on beauty we spent $1,281.90. Now I realized I also forgot to mention in in the attire about my bridesmaids dresses. So my bridesmaids dresses had a bit of an issue with, obviously, like I mentioned, my youngest sister and my other younger sister both pulled out of being bridesmaids. So this obviously adds to the $6,069.50 that we spent on attire. So originally I had spent $422.54 at the start getting all three of their dresses. Now my youngest sister wanted to return hers because it didn't fit and she didn't like the color, so that cost me $46.91 to send back to Australia. Then I got $103.76 in a refund from the website, and then I had to order 2 more dresses, so that cost me an extra $377. So altogether on my bridesmaids dresses, this is really embarrassing, but I spent $742.69, and that was definitely an area where I could have saved money if my sisters had chosen to stay and be bridesmaids, but obviously they pulled out. Overall, I'm really happy with the girls that were there on my wedding day, and I'm really happy that they were up the front with me because they were 3 of my closest friends. And then gifts. So I just did up little bridesmaids boxes for my bridesmaids. I did a whole separate video on this, so if you guys missed it, I'll leave it down below and leave it in the eye for you guys as well. So my estimated cost for that was $250, and altogether it actually cost me $342 to do all 3 of their bridesmaids boxes. Altogether, adding everything up, if my maths is right, I've literally done this budget so many times, but altogether for our wedding we spent $31,798.48. So obviously that is quite a massive cost, and we originally wanted to keep our wedding at like around the 25k mark, and it just went over by like 6 grand. So it is what it is, but honestly I had the most perfect day and everything like was so beautiful, and all of our vendors were fantastic. Everyone looked really good, and there wasn't really anything that like I mean there were things that like went wrong and things that I like wished would have been different, but like overall there's like nothing that I truly regret about my wedding day. It was literally perfect, and I think that's money well spent. So there we go guys, hopefully that was informative and interesting, and you guys kind of learned something about how expensive weddings get, and also how much vendors and things actually cost, because they really do start to rack up. I feel really happy that I get to be able to share this with you guys, and if you are planning your own wedding, hopefully this gave you a little bit of insight as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's always linked down below, and if you guys want to watch any of my previous wedding videos, I will leave the playlist down below and in the eye for you guys as well. And then I think my next video again is to kind of do with like money in regards to the wedding. There are a few that I wrote down that I like wanted to film, so this is obviously like the second one, unexpected wedding bills, so get excited for that. But I believe that's everything, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye.